Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at the NIH National Library of Medicine, where lead exposure and its impact on the immune system is being reviewed. So if you know someone who's immunocompromised or has immune system issues or has a weaker immune system, this is something to take a look at. Because as we know, lead is a serious toxin. It's the most dangerous heavy metal, and it can really affect young children, infants, and the other group that you may not have considered is people who have an immune system that's weakened. So in the abstract, we can see metal toxicants which affect the immune system may contribute to an increased incidence of autoimmune diseases, infectious diseases, and cancer. So if someone's going through chemotherapy, or someone has an infectious disease, or what's been going on with the past few years as a lot of disease has been spread around. During the time when people were getting sick, this is something to take note, because heavy metals can sometimes exacerbate that condition. In the recent past, there has been a growing concern among health and environmental scientists on the impact of the environmental exposure to heavy metal lead on human health. In some instances, the immune system appears to be exquisitely sensitive to toxic heavy metal lead as compared to other toxicological parameters. So as we talk about other heavy metals, they're not all the same. Copper and iron can be okay in some mild forms or a small amount. But lead, there's no amount which it's safe. And you can't test, and you can't taste it or smell it or touch it or see it. It's something that you have to actually test for. And susceptibility to autoimmunity is determined by both heritable traits and environmental factors. And in this context, there has been considerable interest in the influence that exposure to heavy metals may have on the initiation or progression of autoimmune diseases. So as I said before, if someone has cancer, someone has an autoimmune disease, or someone just has a weakened immune system, maybe from what's been going on in the past 2 years, their immune system's weaker, then what happens is heavy metal toxicity, especially lead being the main culprit, can exacerbate that condition or can just make them sicker. As we see exposure to heavy metals have on the initiation or progression of autoimmune diseases, they can make them a lot worse. And this review discussed the immunomodularity role of toxic heavy metal lead on autoimmunity, phenotypic expression of the immune cells, and hypersensitivity. Coming down to this with all the information, you can see all of the articles right here. Lead on the immune system and people who have immune problems or immunocompromised or have autoimmune issues. But really what it comes down to, if you have individuals in your vicinity that have any of these issues or have a weakened immune system, it's always a good idea to periodically test for lead.